She's coming out of nowhere with this energy, like literally. I know who you are. I've heard about you. Da da da. So anyway, I was in the active, like, she was trying to cut him off because she heard, or he put in the comments, J Max, you and I are in love and getting married forever, or whatever he said to J Max. And from there, she just was like, fuck you. I don't want to talk to you anymore. So he kind of felt slighted. And I felt bad for him because he didn't do anything to the girl.
Messed
So
up,
yeah,
Allie.
he didn't have me a part of the whole thing. It was just like when she wasn't really hearing him out and he was like getting frustrated because he couldn't get her to hear him out. She just was staying committed to the thought, which was weird. So he
Yeah,
called me to be a friend about the situation.
that's messed up, Allie. And you just sit in silence and think about how messed up that was. You take advantage of nerds. That's why you like them. Mm-hmm. We see you. You lure these, you lure these young helpless men in by your looks, and you
And then
tear
she
their
get to
hearts.
digging for that $40. You got
Take they
forty
for
dollars for me? I'm about to die.
take
I
that.
need 40. It's an emergency. I need $40. Like $40 is not changing a fuck ass thing. But she needed it real bad. It was an emergency.
Allie the
And 40
nerd
was gonna make
scammer.
it all better.
No shade.
First of
No.
all,
No
first of all, may I
shade.
get a
No
mute right quick, please?
shade.
I cannot with
May I get a
y'all.
mute right quick?
Yay.
May I get a mute right quick, Leon?
You let her. You let her get her mute.
Mute. So, first of all, I asked for a specific amount because I needed a specific amount. That's number one. Okay. Every other thing that I needed, I take care of myself. I reach out to any man that I'm dating when I need them. That's what I'm supposed to do. I'm not here to be asking him to take care of my nails or take care of my hair or anything like that. I needed to go from one place to another. He wasn't able to accommodate. That's okay. I took care of it. Number two, him pillow talking to you while I'm sitting here trying to get a mutual understanding is the betrayal aspect. Because, like you just said, you're sitting here telling him, well, shit, it must be over the $40. Like, what the fuck? Me personally, I don't sit here and talk to no man like he's a woman. And I don't expect no man to talk to me like I'm a man. So when he chose to use the word nigga, and he's never used that before with me, it definitely hit a nerve. Okay, because he's starting to transition to a person that was never communicating with me like that. Okay. And fourth of all, like I said, him sitting here confiding in another, because it's the whole thing about it. Men always say this all the time. Me as a woman, I shouldn't be confiding in another dude, right? So when I'm sitting here, and that was the whole contradictory of it all, when people were sitting here saying, oh, you sitting here getting choked up and things like that, something was protecting me, honestly, from sitting here and continuing to expose what the fuck I had to say. Because if I would have told, honestly, at this point, from what I'm learning, if I would have told him anything else about what I was really the fuck going through, that
Show
probably
woulda.
would have triggered me.
Show
That
woulda.
probably would have triggered me. You know
Show
what I'm
woulda.
saying? To behave a certain way. So, me personally, you know what I'm saying? I chose to sit here and incrementally expose what the fuck I got going on. I'm like, all right, boom, I need time to think. To me, that exposes the narcissism because why the fuck do I gotta respond when you want me to respond? I'm taking time to think. If you care about me, you gonna give me room to think. You gonna give me room to respond. Ain't that what y'all fellas always say? So boom, I needed time to think. I needed time to respond. I'm dealing with stuff with you, social media, work, always things like that. All right, so boom. That's why I said when we was over there, I didn't expect no sympathy. But what I did not like was the fact that me and him are having a confident conversation. Because, like you said, and if you were listening, I was crying. So for you to be sitting here and bragging on the fact that, oh, you was over here crying on the phone to him, because as a woman, I'm supposed to go to the man that claims to want to lead me. So my apologies. I fucked up. Oopsie daisy. Whoopsies. The fuck? All I'm saying is I'm not supposed to be sitting here. I'm not supposed to, because yeah, I'm not gonna hold you, Daria. All the shit that y'all speaking on and that I'm hearing about today about, um rain and shit like that. Like I didn't know all of this, yo. I be coming on here always with positive vibes. I've never known of that. I never known about Jay
and
exposing
and
people.
and
None of that.
in other
I never. I
words, If one man can't give you $40, another man will.
But
Ladies,
this the
remember
whole
that.
thing about it, Glitch J. If we never had no title, why the fuck are you confiding in
You
another
lost your
woman
girl for
about me? If I
$40.
was never nothing to you like that, why the fuck are you confiding
Nia,
about
what
me
the
to another
fuck?
chick?
Host of That's Not Your Nigga panel for real, because we need to do better. Like, because that's not your nigga. He telling you he didn't
You
claim
funny
you
as
now.
But
hell.
this the whole
Look,
thing
she's
about it.
phony.
This the thing about it. I never
Damn.
came on these panels claiming him. All of this was brought to the light because Ashley
So
spoke
wait,
on
so
it.
why if you never claimed him and he never claimed you, then why did you get so
Hell, this
upset
is
about the
too
J
much
Mac
for
shit?
me.
Because you saying you didn't claim him, like you saying that's
Right.
not your nigga, and he's saying that's not my bitch. So like, what are we
But
doing
this the whole
here?
You
thing
hurt
about it.
my
I
friend's
because I even
feelings. That's
exposed
why he
that. I
called
even
me.
look. This the
You hurt
thing
his
because I could
feelings,
even
and he don't give a
share it
fuck.
again. I could even share it again. I exposed the fact that I said this quote
Please don't.
verbatim. This is what I said verbatim. I said verbatim. You may not be my man and I may not be your woman, but I care about who you're gonna be with. And even if it's not me,
But
I
it
want
wasn't
you to
you.
be happy. I'm not ashamed of
So
that.
like, I don't
Respectfully.
understand.
But of all people that let me
But I didn't know, Sparkle. Okay.
Daddy.
I didn't
How many
know, bruh.
how many
Child,
cash apps
I
did
ain't
you
say
get?
shit. Don't do that.
I only got like about two or three. He only sent me about two or three cash apps. He was
That's
very
it.
kind in those
That's
perspectives. He
it.
was very kind.
Oh, you got to know your
And
worth.
were those cash apps that you like
Leon,
did
shut
you
up.
request the money or
Your
did he
worth,
just
honey.
offer it?
I requested it. He
You
didn't offer
see?
anything yet. He didn't offer anything. I was
So really, it sounds like
Oh,
shit's
it was
good
a
until
set.
payday stop.
It
Like
was
when
a
payday
See what
set.
stop,
I'm
it's like
saying?
boom. Like
He bit
payday
off.
stopped for you, and it was over
Looks like
at
he
that.
bit off more
But
than he
if
could
that
chew.
was really your nigga and you've been fucking with him for the last year, you
Nah,
would have
but it's
seen
too
that's some
good
shit
for
that
you,
he does.
homie.
He
Yeah,
does
you
that
can
shit. He
have my
trolls
But
and
I
phone,
talk
did
about,
not
oh,
gang.
I
know
love this
that.
bitch.
I
I'm
did not
fucking this
know
bitch.
that.
But
I did
I'm
not
saying
know
that
that
because
though.
I have personal experience with the nigga. I don't even fuck with the nigga like that right now. Like what? I'd beat the nigga in the head with a pillow with bricks in it right now. But still, what I'm
Uh
saying
oh.
is like if you that has been your nigga for the
Why?
past year, you would
Great.
have
But
really
he
like
hasn't been
known
my
that's how
nigga.
you
He's
act
just
with
been
it.
somebody I genuinely love
If
and
that's the
care about.
nigga
That's
you
what
was
it
asking
was.
for money and you was in love with and you was finna be housewife, little mama on the prairie, cleaning and cooking and shit and all that
She's
stuff, then you
stupid.
should
How
know
you
that's
say
how he is on this
housewife?
bitch.
She's
Just wanna,
stupid. Not
no
housewife on the
shade, no
prayer.
shade, Allie. If you've been talking to this nigga for a year, you definitely heard about
Not
my
housewife
situation.
on
No
Right.
shade.
prayer.
Hold on. You know if you need a mute, Jay, you get a free mute because you shouldn't be going through this.
I'm just saying, like, I find it crazy. Y'all trying to find a way to make me look like the bad guy. Like you asked me for something. The first time you asked me something, you said, "Oh, my pants ripped or something at work. I need to get some new pants." I'm like, whatever. Here's 45. Got you. You got your pants, whatever. Think you asked for something else, helped you out. Boom, got you. I think it was lunch. It was like, all right, cool, whatever.
Yeah.
And then and then the last cash app was the $40 that you was trying to request, but I couldn't give it to you because I was on my other phone. I was developing. You trying to make it look like I'm like over here trying to expose you, but at the same time, and Cool and Haitian Live, you said this was a family issue. Now in this live, you're saying that it was something else. And like, despite my past, I understand that I have a past on here, but you're not a part of that past. You're a part of whatever we went through. So fuck the past right now. Let's look at the shit that you did with me and what I did with you. My issue with Rain is not your issue. My issue with Jupiter is not your issue, and my issue with Natty is not your issue. So bringing up the fact that me and her and I'm trying to find patterns between them, even the patterns between Natty, Rain, Jupiter, all that, were all different. They just ended out not working out. Well, for most, well, for two of them. So for y'all to say that y'all saying that, oh, well, Glitch is just like this, he does this. No, nigga, I don't just do this. Like it has to lead into this. You say I exposed it, but I mean, what did Allie do that I didn't do to anyone else? I put the text messages out there. Ali put the text messages out there. Call her an exposer too, because that's what I did to everyone else. So why y'all trying to pick sides? I understand y'all don't like me for whatever reason, but like call it what it is, bro. I ain't exposed nobody. We weren't together. We were talking. We cared about each other. We had deep conversations. Fell asleep on the phone for like what, twice the whole time we known, two, 3 times. We prayed, we talked, we showed each other respect. But like this last time, like you said that you needed $40 because like something happened. You met up with some girls, it didn't go right. You was bleeding and you needed $40. You sounded so urgent. Sounded like he was in a restroom or something, but my phone started breaking up. And then whenever the next day I try to call to check in on you, you hit me up about this JMax shit. Yes, that shit was a little like why you just told me you got your ass whooping, your nose is bleeding, and now you're telling me about JMax, and now you're upset about me saying the word nigga. Like I don't talk like this on the panel. Like it just didn't make sense. And the joke I did about JMax was like, well, JMax, I called you my wife and said we're gonna get married like what, a month ago? Months? It's been months. Months that I said that joke. I don't understand how you're coming from Cool and Haitian Live and then trying to get everybody to spin and paint a narrative based on my past in here about me. You did what you did. Yes, we talked. If anything, we talked. I talked to Ashley not to show what we went through, but to try to talk to you because you were spazzing the fuck out over JMax at the time, and then it spiraled into this. I ignored you and blocked you, and that's why you have those two long novel text messages at the end of the thread. Like you only sent me that message today when Cool and Haitian was bringing up like the whole tribe thing, the coven of hoes or whatever he was going through. And
Can I
it's
say
just
something
weird
real
that you made
quick?
it. Sure.
Just really quick, there's 475 people in the room. Can we pay our respect to the host? Everybody, if you just send one bell on the count of three, let's make this room lucky and then we can start gambling in here. And the gifts you win, you can send them to the host and you ain't got to spend no more beans. So on the count of three, if we all could just send one bell to the host, it's going to make the room lucky. One, two, three. And you motherfuckers better do it. A bell. Boom. This hoe lucky. Get the gambling hoe. Go ahead,
Oh wait,
Glitch.
how did it get like that? Wait, what just happened?
The room is lucky right now. If people gamble, they will win gifts. They'll win diamonds back. Go ahead, Glitch.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
All right. So I just want to say, at the end of the day, Allie, we went through what we went through. I know everybody's expecting the same thing to happen in the past, but
yeah.
because we don't have the same relationship as I do with everybody else I fell out with, I'm just gonna peacefully just block you, and I'm just gonna like just move forward. That's just what it is. And it's simple as that. You can paint whatever narratives. I don't care what other people say who already, have feelings of hate towards me. Like that doesn't change. Like they already hated me. They're not doing anything new. It's just a whole bunch of people who fell out with me trying to insert themselves in a situation that they in a position that you were in that they will never ever be in and never have been in. Well, at least most of them, not all of them.
Oh shit,
So
you
I'm just
right. I
saying,
don't want.
I'm gonna leave it at that.
Wow.
Y'all can do what y'all gotta do.
I just want 50 beans. Like,
And it attracts more people to come in here and gamble. It brings room attraction. Allie want to talk. I'm quiet.
he said enough.
First of all, because I wanted to speak while he was in here because trying to make it seem like I'm trying to paint a narrative
Girl,
in
he ain't
him
going
or
nowhere. He in
make it
here.
seem like
He hear
what?
you.
I didn't paint no narrative of you the entire time I came up on the panel. I was taking full accountability of how this even got here. Because if I
Like
would have never reached
he
out to
definitely
you, I
did
would have
just
never
call
got.
him
I would
I
have
said
never
she
reached
did
out
call
to
him
predator.
a
you
predator.
You
No,
just
if
he
I
called
not
him
a
would.
that.
predator,
Liz,
bro.
Liz
I said
J
it's
ain't
given.
doing
I
nothing
said it's
wrong.
given. I said it's
It's a
given predator because
smorgasbord for a single man up here on BIGO.
all of that situation looks like a setup. Because the
So
simple
you didn't
fact
take
that,
full
like he said,
accountability.
the girl sat
You
there
better
and
know it.
he sat there and said, I sat here and went to go confide in her because of da da da. First of all, like you said, these people don't know you, but she know me. Make it make sense. That's contradictory. So you could sit here and give a woman that don't know me an opposition
Right.
to having an opinion on what we got going on. That don't
My
make no
man
sense to
is
me.
Did
boring.
you
That
at
didn't
least
make any
get the
sense to
40
me.
from the nigga though? Like that's just a question.
This the whole
I don't
thing
know.
about it. He definitely shows support when I do need him. That's the whole thing about it. But this is the thing. I didn't know that when I'm sitting here asking him for help, he's going to sit here and go show it to Susan, Lily, Ashley, Timothy, Corey. Like integrity is not the thing. So that's why I said it's my fault. Because
I
I
mean,
gotta
do you
learn.
really
I
have
gotta learn.
integrity when you dating?
Wait,
I
so
gotta
but
learn
so
coming
when
into
you
my
say
adult
you've
years with
known when
shit.
you say
Like I'm
you've
not
But
known
tripping.
Lily,
Do
Hold
you
on. You
really
said
have
you've
it when you
known Jay.
begging though? Because he didn't do
Hold on.
that.
Wait. Because if you say you've known Jay for over a year, I would at least assume that you've seen him do maybe one or two things that might kind of. You've
She
never
thought she
seen
was
those.
different. That's all.
Oh,
Oh,
That's
okay.
it.
I saw only time I
So
see
you
him get
deserve.
into it with all type of people. I'm not gonna hold you. I saw him get into it with all type of people. But this is the thing, y'all. If like I said, I really like if I show my screen, I just send the text messages. When me and Jay first started talking, that's how we got to know each other. Cause somebody was playing with him. And I was like, all right, don't worry about them. Let it go, You know what I'm saying? So that's how we got to know each other because people was talking shit about him. And he was telling me the
so
same
I
shit
need the
he's trying to
pants.
people trying to say about me, he was telling me to other people. Every time I'll come in any one of y'all panels or anything like that, he would sit here and say, don't trust this person, don't trust them, don't trust this person, don't trust them. But I'm sitting here and I'm like, I need to see for myself. That's the same thing that when it came down to him, I needed to see for myself. Like I said, I take my L, that's my fault. Like, what the fuck could I like? There's no going back. That's what I feel like. There's no going back. So for me to sit here and try to pull the sympathy card and be like I pity myself, I don't pity myself.
I wish you would have
And
That's
been
a
more.
lesson
to
learned.
Glitch
I wish
J,
you would have been
to
more.
Glitch J, hey,
Like,
I
yeah,
just
I just
want to
want to get
tell you,
$40.
as a
Nigga,
single
what,
man,
nerd?
as
Give
a
me that money,
single
Yeah.
nerd.
man with a
Nerd.
smorgasbord of young ladies up
Shut
here,
the fuck
you ain't doing nothing
up.
wrong.
That's
I would just,
crazy.
my advice to you would
I just wanted the money, nerd.
just be
That's
silent
wild.
with it and move in silence, player. Move in silence. You talk too
He would
much.
never. He
If it
he
was,
enjoy
if it was
exposing.
the
He
desert,
enjoy
if
exposing.
it was in the
He
desert,
enjoy
I
exposing
would not
people.
trust you with tea or water because it would be spilt. God damn it. It would be
That's
spilt.
true.
Yo,
But
if
as
I
a
don't see
single
this play,
man, do your thing. You get what I'm saying? Just be quiet about the shit. God damn it. Damn.
Y'all done fell out over forty
Can I
dollars. God
can I
damn.
can I get a mute? Because I want to say this without any interruption. Just one time.
What a
Oh,
one
that's
time.
miss this fight, I'm gonna be so mad, y'all.
Okay, so I want to be honest. I feel like my assessment is, Allie, you knew what you was dealing with. You knew who Glitch was. In the moment of him being nice, I felt like everything. While the wave was flowing, you was riding the wave, and then as soon as the wave stopped, I felt like you wanted to put him in a position to feel guilty. That's why you ranted about him not giving you the money, to be very honest. And another thing that I observed when I first came back on here on this side, I saw you a lot in the comments, very flirtatious with the men, saying you want to cuddle. This is cuddle time. You would cam up and you would show your body. The other day you was out with your girlfriends twerking. Like for me, I call people out, and I just have to be honest because I do it with the men all the time. I have to call people out who don't live by who don't
Man.
preach, who don't practice what they preach. So you can't say that you were invested and you were developing something with someone, but your actions were showing completely
Oh
different.
my god.
I sometimes I hate my discernment because it makes me so much aware of like literally everything.